Hey Miranda, I just wanted to confirm with you that I was going to have Pauline this weekend. I was going to come over around 10 in the morning on Saturday to come and pick her up.
So you're going to pick her up on Saturday morning and drop her off on Sunday night then?
That was the plan, yeah. I was thinking that we could go to Legoland for the day and stay in a hotel around there for the night.
Wow. I'm really surprised that you've been able to stick to doing this once a month. I mean, isn't it a 6-hour drive for you? Do you really want to see your own daughter that much?
Of course I do. There isn't anyone in the world who means as much to me as Pauline does. And since I only get to see her once a month, I always want to make sure that we're doing something fun together.
I see. Right. Your life must be really sad the rest of the month in that case, huh? I mean, have you done anything really fun for yourself ever since we got a divorce? You know that you can go out and date other women and do stuff like that, right?
I know that I can, but it just doesn't really interest me at all. I mean, if you're in the mood to be making suggestions, I wouldn't mind taking custody of Pauline for a while.
Yeah, no, that is not going to happen. Pauline is just fine where she is right now, thank you very much. I finally feel like I have a good balance between my work and personal life, and I don't need you interfering.
Alright then, maybe don't go around making snide comments around what I should or shouldn't do with my life, okay?
Wait a second. Don't tell me that you're jealous just because I'm actually enjoying my life since we got divorced.
That's literally not what I said at all. By the way, I read some of those articles that you wrote and put online.
Oh, are you talking about my mommy blog? Yeah, well, things have been pretty busy for me ever since I became a single mother. But thanks to that blog, I'm able to make a little money for myself and let everyone know just how hard it is to be me. Of course, I give plenty of tips for other single parents as well.
I see. Well, I wonder how your readership would feel if they knew the real reason why you were divorced. I mean, you read so much about how hard your work is and how difficult your life is, but I haven't seen a single word about how you cheated and that's why you're a single mother.
Are you really going to try and open up that can of worms with me right now, Frank? You better not be thinking of leaving a comment with any nonsense like that written in it.
Of course not. I would never do that as long as you have Pauline. But I just think that maybe you would do good to remember why it is that you're in this position.
I do not need to take this from a man who wasn't even good enough to hold my attention. And it's not like you can even say what I was doing was really cheating. I was just out having a little fun, and you totally blew things out of proportion.
I'm sorry, but if you have sexual relationships with someone outside your marriage and your partner isn't consenting to that, then that is cheating.
Yeah, you're so wise about how relationships work. But men do that kind of stuff to women all of the time and never get in trouble. So I think that you need to check yourself the next time you want to say something as sexist as that. I mean, just what is wrong with talking to people on a dating app, huh? I really am so happy that we're divorced. Do you know that? Now I can finally live the life I want without ever having to worry about you.
Let's not pretend like everything happened in that app. And besides, you were the one who first sent that message to the guy in the first place on the app.
Okay, we don't need to rehash this whole situation. We're already divorced now, so can we please just drop it already? I really don't care enough to keep talking about this.
Fine, I'm sorry. I know that we agreed to stop bringing that up so much. But anyways, I guess I'll see you this weekend. Please just tell Pauline to have her bag packed and ready with overnight stuff, okay?
And you still haven't forgotten our rules for you getting to see her?
You mean that if I don't have her back home on time, then I won't get to see her next month?
That's right, and don't you ever forget it. And just know that I have a tracking app on Pauline's phone, so I always know where she is. I don't want to see you taking her back to your house at all. Straight to the amusement park, and then straight back here. Got it?
I understand, Miranda. You have my word, and I'll do just that. And I also want to say that I do appreciate you raising Pauline and taking care of her since the divorce.
Well, I'm just glad you remember who's really doing the hard work around here. Now you better not let a single thing happen to my precious little girl.
Miranda, do you have a second to chat real quick?
What do you want now, Frank?
Well, I was wondering if we could just talk about Pauline for a bit.
You just had her last weekend. What could you possibly want now? Don't tell me that you're wanting to get a second weekend with her so soon.
No, it isn't quite that. I wanted to talk to you about something else, actually.
What is it? Just spit it out already, because I'm not going to guess.
Well, I noticed last weekend when I had her, she was crying over the meal that I served her.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, she was like really bawling over this food. And she said it was the first hot meal she had had in a long time.
I have no idea what you're trying to get at right now.
Well, that's the thing, I also don't quite understand it. I asked Pauline what she meant by that, and she said that she had hardly ever had anything to eat that was cooked fresh at home.
Well, she knows that's not my fault. I am way too busy working to have any time at all to be cooking for her.
So then, you guys aren't even eating together at the house?
Are you trying to accuse me of starving our daughter right now? You know that I would never ever do that. I am taking perfectly fine care of her.
No, that isn't what I'm saying at all, actually. I asked Pauline, and she said that she gets plenty to eat.
Well, then what's the big idea of you coming to me with this, huh? You think that I'm not always trying to do my best to make sure that she has what she needs to grow up big and strong? I feed her healthy food with lots of nutrients, and never neglect her duties as her mother. That girl has got some nerve crying over whatever cheap microwave meal you served her, calling it your own cooking.
I really don't think that you should put any of the blame on this on Pauline. I just mean that maybe she missed my cooking and that's why she was crying?
Is that what you're trying to do now, Frank? Are you just texting me to brag about how much of a better cook you are? You think that just because you know some fancy tricks in the kitchen that this makes you better than me? I work so hard to make sure that we have something to eat every single day. I really am pissed that you would even say that to me, Frank!
Miranda, I'm sorry, that really wasn't what I was trying to say at all. Well, Pauline was crying and I just thought that maybe we could talk about it as her parents.
And just what are you trying to get at this time, huh?
I get that we're divorced and we don't live together anymore, but we both care about Pauline and want her to grow up both physically and mentally healthy. And it just kinda seems to me that Pauline might be a really lonely child. I know that I do everything I can to be there for her when I have her, but I wonder if maybe you couldn't spend a little more time with her as well? I just think that it would go a long way in cheering her up is all.
I think that Pauline is just over-exaggerating and is happy to have a different environment than my home to be in. But I know for a fact that I raised that girl just fine.
Well, I think that Pauline might be feeling differently about that.
And just what do you know about her, huh? You see her 1 weekend a month and you think you're an expert. I live with her. Besides, she's a big girl and needs to learn how to start taking care of herself.
Miranda, our daughter's only 3 years old.
And in 6 months, she'll be 4.
I don't really want to get into this fight right now. All I'm asking you is to spend a little more time in your schedule with Pauline. I know that you're really busy with work and life and all, so if you want, I could take Pauline off your hands more often.
No. That is just not going to work for me at all. I know how to handle my schedule, and you coming around more is just going to ruin things.
But what about Pauline? I really do feel like she's feeling lonely. I mean, she was literally crying.
You mean that she was crying the whole time? The entire weekend?
Well, no, but what child would cry for 2 days straight?
That's what I thought. So why don't you settle down and quit blowing things out of proportion? You don't need to be in control of every little emotion that she gets through. I'm a working mom who knows how to raise my child, and if you don't think I'm not doing every single thing I can for her, then I don't want to talk to you.
I really am not trying to lecture or tell you how to live your life. But I just also worry about Pauline, and I just want to be there for her if she needs me. I mean, I think that we should both want what's best for her, right?
Alright, that's it. I've asked you to stop. I've asked you to stop over and over again, and you're not listening. You are not going to be seeing our daughter next month.
Wait, what? Come on, Miranda, that's just not fair.
You should have thought about that before you went running your mouth at me. I am going to talk to Pauline about this, and that will be that. This is what you get for trying to teach me how to go about raising my own daughter.
Miranda, please, don't be like this. I mean, I've been seeing her once a month ever since we got divorced.
And now you're going to have to wait an extra month because you don't know when to shut up. Don't forget that I do have custody of her. Although, if you really want to see her that badly, you might be able to change my mind with a small donation. I might be convinced to change my mind if you helped support a poor single mother.
Pauline, are you already asleep? I want you to get back to me as soon as you see these messages, okay? And you have to keep this a secret from your mom.
Dad, what are you doing texting me so late? What kind of secret do I have to keep from Mom?
Oh, Pauline, are you still awake at this time?
Well, I was just kind of about to go sleep. I was still on the couch watching TV, and then I saw my phone light up with your message. Did you try calling me or something? What's the issue you want to talk about, Dad?
Pauline, I need you to get out of the house right away. I want you to go and pack your bag with just essentials, okay?
What do you mean, what's going on?
It's okay, Pauline. I know all about what's been going on. And I just want to say that I'm so sorry that I've never noticed before.
Dad, are you sure about this?
Pauline, can you tell me if Mommy's in the house with you right now?
Why do you ask? What's going on?
Pauline, please, there's nothing to be scared of. I know what's been going on there. And I finally realized what you were trying to tell me the last time that we were together.
So you mean that I don't have to lie to you anymore, Daddy?
That's right, there's no use in that anymore. And again, I'm so sorry that I wasn't there for you before. But from now on, you're gonna come and live with me, okay?
But Mom is really scary. Anytime I tell her that I want to go and live with you, she gets really, really mad at me. Mommy says that if I go and live with you, that you'll get bored of me and throw me out on the street.
Pauline, you don't have to listen to a single word that your mom says to you. I know that your mom is never home and that she never ever cooks for you, right? That's bad, sweetie. Your mom shouldn't be treating you like that. I know that this is going to be hard for a while, but things are going to be better for you if you're here with me.
You mean it, Daddy? Are you really going to live with you?
That's right, and I'm never ever going to leave you ever again. There might be some days when I come home from work late, but I'm never going to leave you alone all night. And I'll make sure to cook for you every single day. You don't have to listen to your mom's lies anymore. You've been so strong, and I'm very proud of you.
Daddy, thank you so much. I've wanted to live with you for so long.
I know that I should have realized that a long time ago. But we're gonna make things right now, okay? I'm parked downstairs in the parking lot right now. Be a good girl, pack your bags, and come outside, okay? I would come inside and help, but then I think that you could get into some big trouble. So you have to do this by yourself.
Okay, Daddy, I'll pack my bags and then I'll go outside.
Miranda, you and I have got to have a little chat.
What do you want, you jerk? I am busy right now. If this is about seeing Pauline, then the answer is no. I already told you that you wouldn't be seeing her next month. Now, you are going to drop this now, or you won't see her for the month after that, too.
I'm not worried about asking you to see Pauline ever again.
And just what is that supposed to mean? Did you finally find a girlfriend or something? Honestly, you men are all the same. You find another girl in your life and you kick us all to the curb. But you are going to pay child support, know that.
I'm not going to be paying a single cent, actually.
You really have some nerve texting me just to say all of this, you know that?
Well, the reason I'm not going to pay you is because you don't need the money.
Excuse me? You have no idea how hard it is being a single mother. Do you really think that I don't need the child support? Do you really care so little about your own daughter? You're not even good enough to be her father. I am going to write all about you in my blog, you jerk. And then everyone is going to know about how you hate your daughter and refuse to pay child support. You are going to be ruined.
I think that you're misunderstanding what's going on right now. I mean that I'm not going to pay you because I'm taking care of Pauline right now.
What on earth are you talking about, you crazy person?
I take that you still haven't gotten home then, right?
I have no idea what you mean by that.
Well then, I'm here to tell you that Pauline and I are both together right now. I picked her up at your place last night.
You did what? What is the matter with you? Don't you realize what you've done? I am going to call the police and you are going to be thrown in jail.
Oh, you're more than welcome to call the police, Miranda. But know that I'm going to fight you every step of the way.
Fight me? On what grounds, Frank?
How about the fact that you aren't doing anything to raise our daughter at all? I know that you're working, but you're also just letting strange men come in and out of your place. I've been looking into all of what you've been doing this whole week.
You mean you've been spying on me?
I knew that there was something up the day that Pauline was crying in front of me. But now I realize that you're barely spending any time at home and that you've just been giving Pauline bags of chips for dinner. The only thing you ever do for her is wash her when she starts to stink so nobody asks too many questions. But now I know that you haven't been any kind of mother to her at all. I hear that she hardly even shows up to her preschool.
Wait, no, you don't get it. She's just been sick and hasn't been able to have big meals or go to school.
Don't even bother, I already heard it all from Pauline herself. Why even bother lying anymore? I'm gonna take custody of Pauline. I've already called the CPS and cleared her with them. So go ahead and call the cops, see what happens.
I don't believe you. You really think that you can get custody from me?
You've barely even been home since we got divorced. Do you really care so little about your own daughter? How dare you go on and on to me about how much you do when it's been nothing?
Wait, no please, you can't take my daughter away from me.
You abused having custody over her and used it to make her obey you. Well, no, it's not going to work.
Please, she can live with you and you can raise her, but I need to have custody.
And just what would have even been the point of having custody of her then? If you don't even care if she lives with you, then why even bother keeping it, huh?
Because what kind of mother doesn't have custody over their own child? It's unheard of.
Are you kidding me? Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, just look around. Women always get custody of the kids. How do you think it's going to make me look if I don't?
So that's what this is all about, huh? You're just concerned about how you look in all this.
Please, my job was just getting on track and everyone knows me online for being a single mom. What are people going to say when they find out I don't even have custody of my child?
This is just stupid. I really can't believe you. You're not even gonna be a good parent to her. You were just using your daughter as a tool for your own self-image. Well, not anymore. After that, CPS called Miranda to let her know that she was being stripped of her custody of Pauline, and that it was being transferred to me. It was only a few weeks later that a keen observer on Miranda's website picked up that she wasn't a single mother anymore and she didn't even have custody of her child. When that happened, the website traffic plummeted, and she lost the one thing that had kept her ego alive since our divorce. I hear that even her parents found out that she lost Pauline, and when they asked why, she cracked and told them the truth, which only made them more upset. As for Pauline and I took her to a nutritionist and we're on a diet to help rebuild her strength. We both had to make big adjustments since she moved in with me, but more than anything, I'm just glad that my daughter's in a safe environment and away from Miranda. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hello, Kate. I need to ask you something. Are you still living in my parents' house? Hello, Mary. It's been a while. I hope that you've been doing well. Yes, both me and Kyle are still living with your parents in their house. Why are you asking me that? Did you need to talk to me about something? Oh my god! You're still there? You really are so shameless, aren't you? I'm sorry. What did you just say? Did I do something wrong? Yes, you're doing something wrong! I can't believe you're still living in my parents' house! You're so greedy. Aren't you embarrassed about it at all? You should be ashamed. I don't see why I should be ashamed. It's Kyle's parents' house after all. I'm his wife, so I should be living with him. This is something that we all discussed and agreed on before me and Kyle moved on. There's no reason for me to be ashamed. You're trying to justify yourself living with my parents? You're such a terrible human being. Do you not have any morals at all? Wait, what? I really don't understand what you mean by that. Why are you being so angry with me all of a sudden? You really are dumb, aren't you? I guess I have to explain it to you step by step. I have no problem with Kyle living in that house. It's the house he grew up in, after all. I just don't see a reason why you're living there as well. You're a complete stranger to my parents. I really can't believe that you're living with them. I'm not a complete stranger to them. I am their daughter-in-law. I wasn't the one that wanted to move in with your parents in the first place. Your parents actually asked me and Kyle if we could move in with them. They're starting to get old and thought it would be better if we lived with them. Yeah, whatever. I can't believe that you're making up excuses like that. I'm not making up any excuses. What I said is the truth. Ask your parents if you don't believe me. I'm sorry, but it's very obvious that you're just making up excuses. You're just leeching off my elderly parents. I am not leeching off of them. Stop making up random assumptions. I have absolutely no intention of doing anything like that. Well, that's what it seems like to me. You're using my parents for your own benefit. I feel so sorry for them. They have to take care of both you and Kyle. They're also supporting you financially, right? I can't believe that you would do such a thing to my elderly parents. I'm not the one being taken care of at all. Both me and Kyle work full-time, so we're not receiving any financial support either. Yeah, whatever. Like I'm going to believe the words that come out of your mouth. If you cause any more problems for my parents, I'm not going to be able to forgive you. I might have to finally take some action. I have absolutely no intention of causing any problems for them. I actually think I'm being very helpful. I'm the one supporting your parents. I can't believe that you're complimenting yourself. You must be a very arrogant person. Why did Kyle choose to marry a woman like you? Anyway, I've had enough of talking to you. You should enjoy your freedom while you can.
Hey, Kate. Did you happen to receive any text messages from my mom or my sister Mary recently?
How come? Did something happen?
Apparently, Mary got a divorce from her husband. I just heard about it from Dad.
Wait, what? I didn't know about that.
I heard that she was planning to move in with us or something. That's never going to happen with the current situation we're in. There's no room for her either. I just wanted you to know about it just in case. Mary might try to get in contact with you about this. You can just ignore whatever she says.
Thanks for letting me know about it. I definitely wouldn't advise her to move in with us right now. I guess she really doesn't know anything. Your mom would stop her from moving in, right?
I hope so. I'm not 100% sure about it, though. Mom can be pretty random with the decisions that she makes. There's definitely no room for another person to come and live with us. I really hope that Mom makes the correct decision.
Yeah, I hope so too. Mary hasn't contacted me about this yet, so I think I'll be okay.
That's good to hear. Let me know if she does cause you any trouble.
Will do. Thanks. Hello, Kate. I need you to do something for me. I want you to move out by the end of today. This is an order, by the way. You can't say no to it.
Wait, what did you just say? You want me to move out?
I want you to move out right this moment, if possible. However, I'm very kind, so I'm going to give you till tonight to move out.
So you're asking me to move out of the house by tomorrow? Are you serious about it? What you're asking me to do is very unreasonable.
I think I'm being very reasonable. I'm giving you plenty of time to move out. I heard that my room no longer exists in that house. You and Kyle took over my room. That was the room I grew up in. I had no idea that you were this selfish. I can't believe that you would steal my room from me. You're a thief.
I'm not selfish. I think Kyle discussed this with you when we decided to move in. We have children, so Kyle's old room wasn't enough for all of us to fit in. That's why he got permission from you to use your room as well.
I don't recall having that conversation at all. Stop making up random stories like that. Either way, I've decided that I'm going to move back in with my family. I'm going to need you to move out to make room for me.
I'm sorry, but that's just not possible. You should have told me this a few months in advance.
You better listen to what I say. You have no rights to be living in that house. I don't mind Kyle staying, though. I just want you to leave. You're the only one that I can't stand. I'm kicking you out.
I can't believe you're kicking me out. Did you not think about how I would feel?
Why should I think about your feelings? You're a leech that deserves to be kicked out. Kyle can stay because it's the house he grew up in. It's also our parents' house. I can also allow your and Kyle's children to stay as well. I'm going to have lots of free time, so I'll take care of them in your place.
I'm sorry, but I think that you're being very selfish. Not only are you suddenly trying to move in with us, you're also trying to kick me out? I think that's very greedy of you. Your parents are never going to agree to this.
Actually, they've already given me permission to do this.
Wait, what? You're not serious, are you?
I'm very serious. My parents are encouraging me to do this, actually. I guess they don't like you much either. I also think that they really want me to come and live with them again.
Did your mom really say this? I find it very hard to believe.
I think they got tired of all the trouble you've been causing them. I can totally understand my mom's feelings. It would be so stressful living with a woman like you. She must have gotten tired of you leeching off her. You're a thief. I don't want a criminal like you living with me.
That's so offensive. I can't believe you're saying that to me. Are you really sure that your mom wants me to move out? She wouldn't mind even if I left right now.
Yeah, that's what she told me. It looks like nobody wants you to keep living here. I heard that you're completely useless.
Let me check with you one last time. So your parents want me to move out then? Are they sure about this?
Do you not listen at all? How many times do I have to tell you this? All of us want you out of the house. Is that clear? I just got divorced from my husband and don't have anywhere to go, so I'm going to move back in. You have to move out to make space for me. It's not that difficult to understand, is it?
Oh my god. Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver.
Why are you thanking me? I'm so confused.
I'm going to do as you say right away. Me and Kyle are going to move out with our kids. We're going to find a new place where we can live as a family.
Were you not listening? I said that Kyle and the kids could stay.
Kyle and I are married.
I don't see why we should have to live apart.
We had actually planned in advance just in case something like this happened.
We've already got a new place ready, so we can move out right away. I guess that's fine then. I was hoping Kyle would stay behind as he's pretty useful. Oh well, I'm happy as long as you're moving out. Go ahead and take him with you.
We'll get our belongings together and move out right away.
I think we can be out of the house by tomorrow.
Could you wait just a little while longer?
Okay, fine. You better be gone by tomorrow. I don't want to live in a hotel for too long. It's so expensive.
Just wait till tomorrow. It's only one more day. Just one more thing. We're not going to support any of you in the future. Don't bother asking us for help.
Ask you for help? You must be joking. You were the one that needed help from my parents. They were the ones that were supporting you. Please don't cause me and my parents any more trouble in the future.
That's completely fine with me. I've got to get going now. I have to pack all my belongings so that I can move out by tomorrow.
A poor person like you should live a quiet and boring life. I can't believe that you are making my parents pay for all your living expenses. Hello, Kate. I need to ask you something.
What is it?
I can't seem to get in contact with Kyle at all. He's not replying to any of my text messages. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's completely fine. We've successfully started a new phase of our life at our new house. He told me that he blocked you, by the way. That's probably why you're unable to contact him.
Wait, what? Why would he block my number?
He doesn't want you or your parents to cause him any more trouble. He's planning on cutting ties with his parents completely. I can totally understand why he would want to do that, though. What they did to him was so terrible and selfish.
What are you talking about? What did our parents do to him? Actually, never mind. I have something that I need to ask you first. My mom is asking me to pay all the utility bills for the house. Could you pay for it instead of me? I had no idea that you guys were the ones paying the utility bills for this house. Would you guys be able to continue paying the bills?
You're not serious, are you? This must be a joke. Why would we pay the utility bills for a house that we don't even live in anymore?
Well, you used to pay for it, right?
We were only paying the utility bill because we lived there. We don't live there anymore, so we're not going to pay it. You're the one that's going to be paying for it from now on. Your mom and dad aren't going to pay for any of the living expenses. Your dad is in huge debt, so that's where his entire salary goes every month. Your mom quit her part-time job a long time ago.
Wait, what? That's not true, is it?
Oh, also one more thing. The loan payments for the house need to be paid too. You're the one that's going to be paying for that as well.
What are you talking about? Why do I have to pay for all that?
Do you really not understand? You kept on assuming that I was the one leeching off your parents. In reality, it was actually the other way around. Your parents were the ones leeching off of me.
What does that even mean? Explain everything to me.
Your parents have zero spendable income. Me and Kyle were paying for absolutely everything. We even paid for all of their living expenses.
Is that really true? I had no idea!
We were doing your parents a huge favor. Then you come out of nowhere and try to kick me out. You didn't even try to discuss anything with us. There was no reason for us to argue with you and continue living there.
Wait, hold on a minute. So, you're saying that my parents were financially dependent on you guys? They made you pay for the utility bills, loans, and their living expenses?
Yes, that's correct.
Me and Kyle have moved out now. That means you're the one going to be paying for everything that you just listed out. Wait, no! That's impossible for me to do! I just got divorced and I don't even have a job! I have no source of income. My husband is also suing me too! I need to pay him a whole bunch of money. I was planning on finding a job while living with my parents. I thought that they would pay for all my living expenses. I see. Things aren't looking too good for you then. I'm pretty sure your parents are going to be asking you to pay for everything. They're going to even ask you to pay for their living expenses. Even the living expenses? Are you serious? Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. Wait, hold on a minute. This is not how I imagined things would be like at all. I thought that I wouldn't have to pay anything if I moved in with my parents. Well, you thought wrong then. Your parents are going to be asking you to pay for a lot of things. They're really difficult people to live with. I experienced it firsthand. I'm so happy that it's not my problem anymore. You're just going to have to find a solution by yourself. I would start by looking for a very well-paid job. Wait, I'm so sorry. Please just don't abandon me. Please come back. You guys should all move back in again. I apologize for everything that I said to you. I might have said some mean things to you. I really want to have an opportunity to live with you. I think it could be really fun to live with my sister-in-law. I'm sorry, but that's definitely not happening. I don't want to live with someone like you. You looked down on me and insulted me many times. Also, you were the one that wanted me out of the house in the first place. There's no point sucking up to me now. I know how you really feel about me. Best of luck finding a job. I haven't worked in years. I don't even know how to find a job. Please help me out. I really need your help to get out of this situation. I promise I'll do as you say. Please just move back in and pay for everything like you were doing. You just want me back for my money. Your intentions are too obvious. Please stop asking me for help. It's just embarrassing at this point. Also, don't bother contacting me ever again. Goodbye forever! I'm blocking and deleting your number completely. Kate ended up blocking Mary's phone number as well. Therefore, Mary was unable to contact both Kate and Kyle from that day. Mary was very desperate for them to move back in, and try to find them so that she could talk to them face to face. She tried to find out where they had moved to, but her efforts were futile. Kate and Kyle had moved to another city where they built themselves a new house. They are currently living a very happy life. On the other hand, Mary's life was falling apart. She had squandered her previous husband's money and was getting sued for it. She also had to pay for the utility bills, loans, and her parents' living expenses. She had no choice but to start working again. Mary is really regretting the way she forced Kate out of her parents' house.